Welcome to this video. In this video, I am going to show you how to use EC2 instance user data. When you have specific task to be completed as part of server provisioning, you can use EC2 user data to complete all those tasks. So, I am going to show you some specific tasks, which is a web server creation as part of EC2 instance creation. So, let us step on to the EC2 console and let me show you how a user data can be used to complete all the tasks as part of server provisioning. So, I am in my EC2 instance home page and I am going to create one EC2 instance here. I am going to create Amazon Linux 2 machine. I am going to choose T2 micro, which is a free tier eligible. So, instead of choosing review and launch, I am going to choose configure instance details. So, in this section, which is configure instance, usually we select all the default values, but if you come down a little bit to the bottom, there you will see a user data. Okay. So, this is the part which will help us to specify some scripts or commands in this text box, and all those specific jobs or tasks will be completed as part of server provisioning. Okay. So, here I am going to specify a script. Okay. So, if you see this script, so the first command is it will, the moment the server is started, it starts to update the M update, and then it will install the HTTPD server, and then it will start and enable this service, and then it will populate some code into index.html to make sure that the web server is up and running. So, if you have this, if you want this code, I can post this code into the description below. You can use that code, but it is pretty much the same commands to install the web server on any Linux machine. So, I am proceeding next, choosing the default storage, and I am not adding any tags. And in the security groups, I am going to choose the existing security group, and for this security group I have 2 ports open. So, I should make sure that 80 is open because I need to access my web server, and also 22 is open in order to SSH to my EC2 instance. So, make sure that these 2 ports are open for our validation. Okay. Now, once the security group is selected, now I can go to review and launch and then launch. So, here I can choose the existing key pair. Now, whatever code that we have specified in user data, that will be executed as part of the server provisioning, but these scripts will execute only during the initial server provisioning, but whenever you are trying to restart the server at a later point of time, these scripts will not execute. So, you have to be very clear that these scripts will not execute at a later point of time. If you are restarting this machine, these scripts will be executed only when you are creating your EC2 instance for the first time. Okay. Now, my server is up and running. I can now access the public IP. I was in a previous EC2 instance. So, I logged out of all those sessions. Now, I am trying to log into this EC2 instance, which is created now. Okay. Now I am into this EC2 instance. Let me see if my file is created. So the file is created and web server is also created. Now let me access. So in order to know my public IP, I can use a command. Okay, so this is my public IP, but if you type ifconfig, the IP that you will get is a private IP. So private IP is not accessible in the internet. So always make sure that you access your web server using a public IP. So this is my public IP. Copy that. Okay. So if you get this page with all the details specified here, that means your web server is installed as part of your server provisioning, because we specified the web server creation script in user data. So that is how you can use user data to complete all your tasks during server provisioning. Hope this gives you some understanding of how user data can be used in EC2 instance. Thanks for watching this video. If you have any questions, please post them in the comments. I will revert as soon as I can. If you did not subscribe my channel, please subscribe my channel to get any future updates. Thanks for your time here.